I spin, yeah, I spin, yeah, Racks all in my jacket, on my toe like Michael Jackson. Yeah, turn me up, I bet it.
How you feeling today?
Feeling good. It's a pleasure to be here. It's a nice Sunday for us good vibes and energy. Be great nimble.
Appreciate it, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get right into it. Before we get into the GQ painting, you know, what you're known for right now. Your name's buzzing around Bermuda. I feel like you're up there with, when people think about the painting business, they think about GQ painting. But let's talk about G Money. Who's Gary? Let's talk about your upbringing real quick.
Well, always just been a hustler, grinder. Even being younger, just used to go around the neighborhoods, knock on people's cars. When the doors and just be like, look, you want to get your car washed? People say yay, nay. Used to do their cars up. We used to go neighborhood shop, got a few things. So I got a taste for like the entrepreneurial life there. Then my daddy was a carpenter growing as I was coming up. So, used to work with him sometimes and then just went from there really. So I always just had the feel of just being an entrepreneur, what it takes, and just took it from there. You
That's
know?
that's amazing, man. A lot of people, a lot of guys can't say that, from young. I can relate too. I was around the neighborhood, knocking on doors, cutting people's grass,
Yeah.
$100 here and there. If I could get $100 out of somebody,
Yeah. But something's better than nothing too, right?
Exactly.
Where that's where you realize as you go along in the journey, it's not about what you make, it's what you save too. But it's the experience you get from it.
Sure.
So like I try to tell people like you could eat big and then be full, but if you eat a lot of small meals, then you'll always sustain yourself, right? Whether if it's a small little, you're painting a wall where you're doing a big condo complex, everything adds up at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So some people just only want big jobs and then they want to chill out, where it's like all them little jobs will add up to like one big job, if not even more, right? So I never tell anybody no. I always figure it out. And the slogan is one code does it all. So whatever you want, I'll get it done for you, no matter what.
Hear that?
So
Book your consultations, your free consultations with GQ Painting.
definitely.
Whatever you need done. All right, let's get into. I have a couple questions for you. Um, what you think your toughest challenge has been so far as an entrepreneur?
Um, it could be sometimes helpers, where because it's not the company, they don't take as much pride as you do.
Yeah.
Like so, even though I work for myself, I work more hours. Like I'm up early, talking to clients, doing site visits, gathering materials, doing paperwork in the evening time where guys come and go. Where sometimes you can't do a job without a person, right? So if you're relying on somebody and they're not coming around, it's like, okay, well, now I'm gonna move and shift and pivot. But other than that, it's just as long as you communicate, um, you're basically fine, really. And the other hard thing is that you can't be in two places at once. So I have a lot of clients where sometimes they only want just me there,
Yeah.
but then they might be running like 2 or 3 jobs at once, and it's like I can't be there. So I'll pull up on the job and I'm gonna source stuff out. The clients are like, "Yeah, where's Gary to?" And it's like, just tell them I'm coming right back real quick.
Sure.
So that was probably the main hardest part right there, is being everywhere at once. But again, it boils down to communication. Just tell your clients, like to send them daily updates, pictures, just to keep them connected, where I can basically explain something to you in such a manner that you understand, that you can explain it to your auntie. And she'd be like, "Oh, I didn't know you got into painting." And I say, "Yeah, I've been doing it for years." But because you can explain it in such a detailed manner that they will get it. The
Sure.
basic person will get it.
I mean, I caught a good point there. He said some people, some of his clients would like to have Gary there. Where's Gary? So what I caught from that is he's built such a good relationship with his clients that they trust him so much and confide in him to do such a great job that they want Gary around, G Money as I like to call him. But relationships are important, You have to build those relationships. You always treat people with respect, kindness, because you never know how far that could take you. I mean, we're talking big jobs here. This guy he does big jobs, condo complexes, hotels, to name a few. But relationships, I think that was a good
Yeah,
thing I
yeah,
caught right there.
that's the main thing
Yeah.
where you have clients and they're like, yeah, guy, look, help yourself, to the fridge or got drinks inside or like so when I leave, I always let people know that I was there because the work was done efficiently and clean, but you don't know why I was there because there's no mess. You know what I mean? So you will come in and you will see that the work was done because your wall was once white, now it's purple.
Yeah.
But you ain't got no paint on the ground, you not got any equipment laying around. Like everything's cleaned up, doors locked back, and hey, this deal just letting you know we're finished for today, before and after. Be back tomorrow morning for 8 o'clock. So time management is key as well too, right? Because time is money. You don't
Yeah.
have not a single penny you're trying to waste.
For
I'm trying to
sure.
get every single penny, every single whatever I can get. So I don't have no time to waste any
Yeah.
money or time,
Yeah.
you know. So just put your best foot forward and go from there. I was told when I came up, no matter what you do it to the best of your ability.
For sure.
No matter what, if you're gonna be a street sweeper, be the best street sweeper ever. If you're gonna be a painter, be the best painter you can be. Like it could be 100 painters, but if you have a certain quality that people like, they would always gravitate to you. Like I look at it as like a recipe, right?
Yeah.
If one ingredient's off, it's not gonna come out right. So you could do good work, but you might not clean up. You could do good work, but you might not communicate. You could do good work, but you might not manage your money properly, right? And the stories I heard, young, old, rich, poor, any type of neighborhood, it's like, whoa, like people really go through this type of stuff. Like, and I just show up, show out, come pleasant. If I tell you a time, I'm coming anytime. We have a good conversation. Everything's detailed. And I send off the paperwork. Everything's itemized, listed, and then give it a daily update. And people appreciate that. Like the small details go a very long way.
Yes.
In life and in business at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
So just put your best foot forward and keep pushing.
You remember what he said about the recipe? Everything has to be in line in order for that recipe to work. I like that one too. I like that. That was a good one.
Appreciate that.
Let's see. Let's see. So what? Let's just see if you could think of one life lesson from when you was growing up that probably helped mold you into the guy you are today. G Money, GQ Painting. What you think? Just one.
Just
Or
one.
yeah.
I would say just the experiences that you come across, right? No two jobs are like, no two people are like, right? So you just always want to, be better, do better, um, and just being like coming up like I was always around people that encourage you. And then, I had a mentor. I still have a mentor, like where he showed me different things. So now, as I get along, I try to encourage anybody else around me. Now, they might take it, they might not take it, but it just feels good to just help somebody else, whether if it's positivity, helping them out with bread or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? Like when you do that, it feels good to you and you just want to continue to do for others. So you just want to keep pushing and just keep motivated. Um, so that was probably a good thing,
Yeah.
a good foundational moment for me coming up where somebody showed me something, took the time out and, you know what I mean, help guide me.
Yeah.
And you go through trials and tribulations in life. At first, you might always be frustrated. It's like, why me, why me? But there's always a lesson behind it.
For sure.
Sometimes you always have to just sit back and just reflect and be like, okay, this keeps happening because I keep doing this. So let me just take time out, reflect, do what I'm going to do, and then you can pivot and move. You know, so everything happens for a reason, good or bad. You know, you can't have good without the bad. You can't have bad without the good. So you just reflect on it, give thanks each and every day, and just keep pushing to be better. You know, so.
And like said in the last episode, there's bad moments you need. There's bad moments they make you help meld you into.
Yeah, definitely. They definitely do.
That strong entrepreneur, that strong CEO.
Definitely.
You need those moments. How does it feel to be a successful entrepreneur? It's successful, man. Hey.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of weight on you at times
Yeah.
because like you have people counting on you and stuff. But it's great. I wouldn't trade it for anything. You know, has its challenges at times, but it's great. You know, I put in more work now, dude. But at the end of the day, you just it's only so much hours in a day. You just get what you've done in one day, and then you push on to the next. But it's honestly been a real blessing, right? And then each year you grow. We're already booked out until the end of the year, and currently starting to book into next year already. So like that's a blessing, right? Because I remember where I started from to where I am now, and I still just remain humble and just just push along. Where like I don't even really consider myself a bossman, so I just consider myself a regular worker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Still getting your hands dirty.
Still got my hands out there, and I show my guys like I'm in the trenches with you.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I'm right next to you, so it ain't like I'm pulling up just driving around. Like I'm next to you. Like you want me sweep, I'll sweep, and you can whatever. Like I might come on site and be like, yo, where you want me fill you into? Yo, just all right, cool. Say less, because it's all part of getting it done.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So when you do that, then people appreciate it too. I might go out, come back with a little lunch, bless everybody, give everybody a little something extra at the end of the week just to show the appreciation. So,
It's a good boss right there.
you know what I mean? Little details like that go a very long way. I mean, you show appreciation, you get appreciation back.
Sure.
So, I mean, like it's Sunday, I'm gonna go. I was working today. You know what I mean? So when they're done, drop them a little something and show the appreciation, and you start the fresh week.
Hey,
ready to push and go ahead.
On that note, I wanna give you a flowers.
Appreciate
I'm
that.
proud of you.
I'm proud of you seeing me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just gotta keep pushing and just motivating people each and every day.
Appreciate it.
Because you never know who you motivate. You know what I mean? Just by even doing the why not. You might inspire other people to just be like, you know what? Let me get out of my comfort zone and do this or too.
Sure.
You know, so push every day to be better, every day inspired to be greater.
One more question for you. I know you're a busy man. You know, it's the boss, it's the main man. What? Just one message that you will leave for. It could be for other entrepreneurs who are trying to. They might be one step away from, hitting that big job, or people that haven't even started. Anything encouraging that you might say. Just, leave a little positivity behind before we get off this episode.
If anything, I would say is do it for the love of the work. When you do it for the love of the work, the money will always come. If you're doing it just for the money, like you're not gonna see the greater return. Like I do because I love the work. Like I love talking to the clients. I love seeing the before and afters. Um, I just love what I do. So if you're passionate about anything you do, it would always be great doing it. But if you're just in it for the money, like you're never gonna really fully enjoy it. Like it's just gonna be like a bam bam thank you ma'am type of thing where you want the longevity at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So do it for the love of the work, do it for the passion of what you're into doing it. And I think you'll be fine after that, really. Yeah, I think it'd be pretty good.
I like that. I hope you guys take a piece of you find something in this episode to take a piece of with you, and keep store a prayer for when you go about your days in the near future. And if you recall from the last episode, we talked about risk, we talked about failure, we talked about growth. And this is a great example. Why not?
I explain, yeah. I explain, yeah. Race all in my jacket, on my toe like Michael Jackson. Yeah, turn me up, I bet he quiet. I've been listening to my lines to get active.